Thank you for joining us on today's program platform. And on platform, we always bring guests from diverse backgrounds and walks of life to share their experiences, to talk about what they are doing, and so on and so forth, so that we can learn one or two things and also to gain insight. My name is Yakubu Tadi. We have here today a former lawmaker, a leader within the church, the Catholic Church to be precise, and also, let me say, a politician, whether he is still a politician or a former politician. But you know that once a politician, always a politician. And join me in welcoming Sir Henry YUNKWAP. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, getting close to 2 years now, you were elected as president of the LAITY Council of Nigeria. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? For those who, perhaps, when you're in the house, people used to hear your name because of motions and so many other things. Now they might be saying, "Where is Honorable Sir Henry YUNKWAP?"
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Tadi. It's a good meeting you again once more. It's been a while. As you said, I am Honorable Sir Henry YUNKWAP, PSJI, the National President of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria. And by God's grace, a former member represented Shandam in the State House of Assembly from 2015 to 2019, and also the House Majority Leader. I was elected into this office as the National President of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria in December 2021 for a term of 4-year non-renewable. And by December, I will be 2 years in office. And I have 2 more years to run out of the office. And Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria is the council that comprises of all the lay apostolates in the church and pious organization. These lay apostolates and pious societies made up what we call the council. So the lay apostolates are made up of organizations like the Knight of St. John, Knight of St. Mulumba, CMO, CWO, Sion. And the statutory body of the Catholic Laity Council Nigeria is basically the Catholic Men Organization, the Catholic Women Organization of Nigeria, and the Catholic Youth Organization of Nigeria, then other lay apostolates. But these are the 3 statutory bodies of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria.
I'm sure your responsibilities are huge when you mention these different organizations. How is it managing all these organizations?
Yes, it is not easy. It is not easy. And we have almost 25 lay apostolate organizations registered, recognized by the Catholic Bishop Conference of Nigeria. So those bodies, they made up at the national level. But we go down to the province, to the dioceses, and the parishes. You will have more than that. All the lay apostolates, they made up the council at that parish level. The same made at the diocesan level, the same made at the deanery, the same at the diocese and the provinces. And it will interest you to know that I joined the 2 when you were asking whether I'm still a politician. I am a politician to the core, because we have Catholic Social Forum as a child of the Catholic Laity Council, as a brainchild of the Catholic Laity Council. And that Catholic Social Forum is a political arm of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria. So we encourage Catholics to join politics and to go into politics, into business, and what have you.
So when you speak about that, people will try to look at it from a controversial standpoint, that the Catholic would have to single themselves out and say, you're forming a political arm. Is that to say decisions are taken by instruction? This is the party you belong to, because or the interest of the church is here, and so you have to follow, irrespective of the political diversity within society. Don't you think that can be some challenge?
No, when what I mean by a political arm of the Catalytic Council, for me as the leader of the Catalytic Council of
Yes.
Nigeria, I cannot say this is the position. Like the Catalytic Council is just like the church. We cannot say this is the position of the church on so candidate, on so political party. But the Catholic Social Forum is an organ of the Catalytic Council of Nigeria that promote political participation, promote Catholics to go into business, to promote Catholics to go into all spheres of life. That is the organ that brings up the. You will see we had election in 2023.
Yes.
You cannot you nobody will quote Catalytic Council of Nigeria identifying with one political party. Although we encourage Catholics to go into politics, to join different political parties, because the Catholic Social Forum is to sensitize the Catholic faithful to go and register, to come out and vote, to do their civic responsibility. So that is the organ, because you have an organ like that that can talk about politics.
So, what interest would it serve? Is it a pressure group within the church? But what particular interest would it serve? You know, there was a contentious issue of Muslim, Christian Muslims, and all of this. So, if you have an organization outside the Christian Association of Nigeria from within the church, what is the interest? What purpose is that serving?
The purpose is not to say to promote that Catholics have interest in one political party. No, as I said, the purpose is to sensitize the importance of going into politics, the importance of going to vote, the importance of you carrying out your civic responsibility as a Nigerian. So that is why the Catholic Social Forum was formed and endorsed by the Catholic Bishop Conference of Nigeria. So it is an organ that I cannot come out as the the president of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria to say something. Although I have a politician, I contested election on my own, not using the Catholic platform. Social Forum, not using Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria. I am entitled to my right as a citizen, as the Catholic Social Forum encourages Catholics to go into politics.
Okay, okay, it's clearer now.
Yeah.
Now, looking at the spread of the church, it's all over. It's global. It's a universal church, and coming to Nigeria also, you will agree that there's a good number of Catholics forming the population, part of the Nigerian population, and from Plateau State. And Catholicism started way down south, and to emerge as president, what could we looking at? How did you do that? How did it come about? Or is it like the Nigerian political space where there is zoning and the rest of them?
Yes, that is a very interesting one. The Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria has its constitution, and the constitution recognizes the diverse nature of Nigeria, the political and geographical spread of Nigeria. We are Nigerians, although we are a church that is universal. Wherever you find yourself, you are a Catholic. And that is why even if an Igbo man is here in just Archdiocese, for instance, he can be elected as the president of the just Archdiocesan Laity Council or the church in general. Now, how I emerge as the national president of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria will also surprise people, but it's not surprising because it is zoned according to three former all provinces. All Kaduna province consists of three provinces. Kaduna province, Jos province, and Abuja province, of which I come from Jos province. Then the other province, which is ecclesiastical province, which is Lagos, has also Ijebu-Ode, Abeokuta, and Ibadan. This make up all Lagos. The other province, which is all Onitsha, I mean, Benin also is under all Lagos. Then the other province, which is all Onitsha, comprised of the Onitsha Archdiocese itself. We have province, Onitsha province, Owerri province, and Calabar province. And these are the provinces that make up the all Kaduna, all Lagos, and all province. Now, in the election, it is enshrined in the Constitution of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria, approved by the Catholic Bishop Conference, that the three principal officers, that is the president, the national president, the national secretary general, and the national treasurer, must be rotated among these three all provinces. I happen to come from all Kaduna province, and by God's grace, I'm from Jos province. So the election, it was the turn of all Kaduna to produce the national president, of which Kaduna province, Jos province, and Abuja province have the right to contest. So I put it in interest, and we contested the election with the people in Abuja province. They produced candidates, and Jos also produced me as a sole candidate. Both Kaduna and Jos endorsed me as their sole candidate. So I went into the election with three people from Abuja province. So, and although they were about 5, but 2 were forced to step down so that they can defeat me in the election. But God's willing, I happen to emerge victorious at the end of the
I know you to be a politician. Let me ask this. In politics, so many things happen under the bridge.
Yeah.
Water has passed under the bridge. Do you
Yeah.
also do as a politician? They say there's politics in church, and that church politics could be more serious than that of the secular politics. How much of that secular politics did you bring into win?
And this, as you rightly said, there is politics in the church, whether I like it or not. When it comes to election like this, people show interest. People have their different interests, who they want to come there. But I want to tell you, before man and God, yes, there are intrigues when it comes to election of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria. It's the whole Nigeria, you know that. And despite the fact that it is zone 2, you have to campaign in all the provinces for you to sell yourself. And though I didn't bring the type of secular politics that we played for me to emerge, but let me tell you one thing for free. During the election when we had the election in Lafia, some other contestants were doing something on the ground. But for me, I have been in the church. I combine church leadership with political leadership. I have been leader in the church before I even joined politics. I've been choir master for years. And from there, that is where I got my popularity in the church. After that, I was elected as the parish chairman of the cathedral. I was not yet, after that, before I became councillor and I became leader of the house. So because I became leader of the Chandam legislative arm, I didn't abdicate my responsibility as the chairman of Sacred Heart Cathedral Chandam. I held the two together. And it will interest you to know that I was still the diocesan president of the Catholic Laity Council of Shandam Diocese. I contested election for House of Assembly and I won. I was in the assembly as a member of Shandam and majority leader while I was still the president of the Catholic Laity Council, Shandam Diocese. I was in the House when I became the provincial president of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria, Jos Province. I was in the House when I was elected as the national secretary of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria. So it was when I was secretary, the work I did there that endeared the councillors. What I mean by the councillors is council members,
Okay.
to elect me as the national president.
Uh, from what you have said, you know your terrain very well. So you were prepared for it.
Sure.
Okay. One thing that people, once they get responsibility, they tend to abandon that responsibility in the church. How did you combine, or how are you combining this? Your politics, your position, because it's also demanding a majority leader, councillor, and whatever position you've held, and you're still kept to your role and duty in serving God.
Yes, it's a gift. It's a gift from God, and it's determination and the way you arrange your program. If it is time, the Bible says, give to Caesar what is Caesar's and to God what is God. When it is time for God's work, I dedicate my time there holistically. And if it is time for politics, I dedicate my time there holistically for politics. Remember, they say politics is dirty. But we encourage Christians to go into politics. And if it is dirty, make it clean.
Well, you're still a politician. You've had the chance to go to, at the grassroots level, being a councillor, coming to the House of Assembly. Can you expatiate more on that, saying that is it really dirty, or is it that the individuals are dirty who want to make, some individuals are dirty who want to make it dirty, and the few, how much of the dirty people are in politics?
The politics, as I see it, as I venture into politics, politics is not dirty. The game, if you play it according to the rule, it's not dirty. It's as clean as anything.
When you talk of Godfather, when you talk of
Right.
everything,
I'm coming. But people make it to be dirty. They bring in Godfatherism, money back, and what have you. Some people even go diabolically to make sure that they get this political office at all costs. And that is the dirty aspect of it. But is it supposed to be like that? No. They say democracy is for the people, by the people. It's a game that you go into it and you make the difference.
but you and I know that today, if you don't have money, you're completely out of the game.
Of course.
It's not about how good you are, how well prepared and exposed you are, but deep pockets. That's what drives the politics in Nigeria. Even just to obtain a form, you know how it is.
Yeah. It is true. There is nothing you can do in politics without money. If you go into politics without money, you are just playing the game, and people will just look at you and go there. Even if you are campaigning, you are going on campaign, you will see the people coming out and say, Bamunamu, Abamunamu.
Because politicians forget them when they go.
Because politicians forget them whenever they go there. You have to be in touch with the people. I am not here to blow my trumpet that I have been with the people or so and so. But today, when I was elected as a councillor, it was what I was doing with the people. You have to be with the people, the grassroots. You have to be with the people. And when I was with the people, it endeared them to re-elect me for the second time. It's not this type of election that somebody will pick somebody and put there. This in my first primaries was vigorous, and my second primary, the same thing like that. You can imagine a councillor who is the most closest to the grassroots. And these days, the spirit of primaries to elect a councillor is dying down because of somebody is saying that this is my interest, you must win by all costs, or they just write the name and that is all.
Okay, let's
That
get
is
back
wrong.
to your presidency of the LAITY Council. Getting to 2 years now in office, the journey so far. What would you have to say about the activities of your council?
Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy at all because this you are dealing with the church, and you have to be very careful on some of the decisions you take. And to the glory of God, I think we have brought some changes during our tenure in the Laity Council. We make budget. We run by budget, and it will interest you to know that I have not laid my hand on any financial report and audit report of the council to guide me. But I want to run a transparent administration. I prepare budget, we go by budget. And this year, I presented my financial and audit report before the NEC. So we have website, and we have been promoting our activities on the various national dailies, and we've added our voices to that of our church fathers. If there are other insecurity or what have you, bad governance in this country, we have added our voices to them. So, and we encourage spirituality among the lay faithful. And I think basically we're trying to move the council to a greater height.
So, what should your members be expecting as you continue? You're closing to the halfway mark of your tenure. Are there things specifically you would want to achieve within the remaining time in office?
Yes. What I really want to achieve is we have a land that has been purchased by our founding fathers since 2003,
Where is
and
that?
in Abuja, and the land is lying there.
The FCT minister
If
has
the
given.
minister has given, is threatening to revoke all CFOs that if you don't develop, and it will be my joy that if during my tenure I can be able to develop that land. We have set the machinery in motion, and we've gotten a developer that we are going to partner in the developing of the land. And and also, Laity Council as a body which was called National Laity Council of Nigeria. From that name, we changed it to Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria. It's going to be 50 years. It's 50 years this year.
Okay.
And we are celebrating the Golden Jubilee of the Laity Council come December in Abuja, where we will give award to deserving Catholics in all the 58 dioceses of Nigeria.
58.
Yes.
Yes.
We have nominees, two in each diocese. That you must be standing in the church and contributed to the church spiritually and otherwise. And these are the criteria we are using to award deserving Catholics.
Well, I can only wish you well as you continue with your tenure and also congratulate you because I'm sure you're the first from Plateau to occupy that exalted position. And this is the much we can have on this conversation. And we'll call you again so that people from your constituency here, and also because we also online, we share link and then people will be able to see our conversation with you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our audience, we really appreciate you. I can come back anytime I am called upon.
You announced the much we can take on this edition of the program. Next week, we'll bring you another exciting personality. I remain yours sincerely, Yakubu Tadi.